The other thing is the admin side of things. It's like what a lot of people go in and they don't realize is that it is time extensive and can get quite expensive as well. So what I mean by that is we had 3 training sessions a week, right? Plus a match day, right? And that training session, obviously, you've got to commit to getting the child there, picking them up and all of that. Which if you're a working parent, because in the holiday the schedule changes from evenings to daytime, so that can cause logistic nightmares. And if you've got other
Yes.
kids who are into other sports or doing other things, it could be a complete nightmare in terms of how that commitment. And I think it's a shock to people because a lot of people don't necessarily realize that the commitment they're making when they sign up at academy. I can also say the other shock to the system is the costs associated. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to a game in Liverpool or Manchester, which doesn't happen all of the time, but on occasion going to these games that are far, far away, trying to get there in the morning, your child might not perform because they're used to waking up early, traveling all that time, and then going to have to play a match. So sometimes you have to go in the evening. You go the night before, stay up there, and that's hotel costs, travel costs. Obviously, nobody explains. Academy's not paying for that. They might provide transport for your child, but they're not going to provide transport for you. If your
Mm.
child is picked for a tour to go abroad, the club will pay for your child. But if you want to go, you got to fund that. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? You got to fund that yourself.
yeah.
And furthermore, they don't really like you to stay in the same hotel as your child. So the child is with them. You got to stay in another hotel away from them. They kind of want to provide that kind of independence. They want them to grow up, which I understand. But for some people, they're not used to letting their kids sleep out or be with strangers. So that can be a shock to the system that you're not expecting. Like right at the beginning of academy, they do the welcome festival up in the Midlands, and they take the kids. They don't stay with you, so you got like 9-year-olds, 8 going on 9-year-olds for the first time. Some of them it's the first time that they're away from their parents. It could get quite emotional. So there are so many things, man. I could go on and on about all the little things that you learn
Yeah.
in the system, but I think for me, the biggest thing was trusting the academy to develop my child.